What's up, little baby? So you already know what it is. Let's get right into the description. Tommy and Diamond expand their business to prisons. The Fed put together a task force to take down CBI. And Jannard struggles to maintain control. Tommy faces off with Walter and get closer to avenging Liliana's death. Now today I'm trying to stick to the main topics, and we're just gonna try to keep it simple and short. Cause I know people got things to do, but we're just gonna try to get through this recap as quick as possible. But I know Tommy is the culprit of this whole episode, this whole season, this whole spinoff. He's the culprit. You know, he's the main person. He's basically the villain. You know, he's not the good guy. I don't know what y'all think Tommy is the good guy yet. He's nowhere near the good guy. So let's talk about something besides Tommy right now. No, for real. Jannard is turning into Franklin Saint at this point. Like, he is, like, shit is going down for him. Like, I'm worried, like real life worried, because it's like, what is going to happen to Jannard? He owes the Serbs. He got to pay Miguel. And his people that's working under him, they're not listening. Lil K and went shot up Tommy and tried to take him out, but end up killing the little girl, which is a cause and effect to everything that you do in this world. It's a cause and effect to everything that you do. So him trying to take out Tommy, end up killing the little girl, which provokes a task force. Now, it's a task force. It's the CPD, the FBI, and the DEA. That's 3 motherfucking task force that's about to be coming towards Tommy, because the main objective is Tommy. But the main objective is the cartel too, as well. It's the CBI, cartel, and Tommy. If they take out all 3, they feel like they're going to clean up these streets. They're going to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Everything is going to be solid, and they're going to get rewards and all this. And eventually, the person that's over the task force, which is the lady, I forgot her name, that played on The Shy. But she wants to be mayor. That's her ultimate goal, is to be mayor. So if she crack all 3 of these cases at once, 3 birds with 1 stone, oh yeah, it's going to be, you know, crucial for her. It's going to be good for her career, you know? So just to get into a little bit more than Tommy, let's talk about the Flynn family. The Flynn family, oh, I'm so happy Victor sabotaged that deal. Because if he wouldn't have, him and his dad would have been in a world amount of trouble. Like, it would have been bad for them. Y'all transporting and serving and what they call it, distributing. Y'all are distributing bad drugs that you know they came from the government, that you know they ain't right. But the government still want to make a profit. They don't give a fuck who they fucking hurt in the process. Like he said, it's going to be a lot of dead bodies on the south side after they put all these pills out there. And I'm so happy Victor leaked the drop-off spot and got this nigga caught up, because ain't no way I'm gonna cooperate with my family when I know this shit is gonna bring us down. Like, no, I'm not gonna get into this business when I know this shit about to kill millions of people. Fuck no, you're done after that. Like, you're done. When people find out it was you putting them drugs out there, you're done. Your ass gonna be under the fucking jail cell. Like, no. I'm happy Victor did what he did. And he stood up for himself. Because I wouldn't be involved in shit like that either. And I'm happy Claudia got out when she got out. Or she would have been a part of that ring. You know what I'm saying? That scheme. So I'm happy it happened the way it happened. And Victor had balls enough to stand up to his daddy. Now let's talk about Diamond really quick. Diamond at the barbershop with his parole officer, that shit was straight violation. No, you cannot come get your hair cut here. You are the fucking villain. Like, no, I don't want my parole officer in my goddamn business. I don't want you coming to my motherfucking shop. And like J-Mo said, J-Mo reviews, that's low-key harassment. Like, no, I don't want you in my business. No. And I'm happy he did take consideration of what the parole officer said. He was like, oh, you should give out free haircuts. And Diamond was like, yeah, I definitely will consider that. So eventually he gave a haircut to the little boy that was giving the protest about violence in the city, and the little girl who had got shot. It was like the day after the little girl had got shot, basically with the Tommy and Lil K situation. Lil K trying to take Tommy out. But the little boy that was holding the protest or speaking at the protest, he ended up getting beat up by some guys in his neighborhood. And I think, you know what? Like, I understand when people try to make it out their hood. I really understand that, because where I grew up at, which is Tallulah, Louisiana, bro, I couldn't get on or off the bus without fucking fighting. And that's fucked up, bro. I'm in elementary school. I got jumped by at least 15 people, bro. And then after that, a doctor came to the school and they called me fucking crazy. Because I'm defending myself. Like, in the hood, I guess white people don't understand that people will jump your ass, bro. They will jump you, and you fighting back make you scary or crazy or whatever they want to call it, because you're defending yourself. It's weird. But I really hate that for that little boy, because Diamond had to eventually drop him off at home. You know, so it's like, that's part of being in those type of communities that you don't want your kids to be in. You want to do more for your kids. You don't want your kids growing up in the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do to get your kids out of the ghetto. It's hard. I know it is, especially if you're a single mother, a single father, or even together. It's hard out here now. But do what you got to do to keep your kids out of that type of environment, to keep them safe, to make sure that they could possibly have a future for themselves, you know, without being bullied and without being a gangbanger, or without being bullied by a bully or a gangbanger walking down the street to the fucking store. Like, it's crazy out here in 2023, but this been going on. But I'm just saying this to say that the little boy couldn't even go to the protest without even being harassed after the protest for trying to speak some type of, you know, positivity in the neighborhood. But anyway, let's get into it. Tommy went to talk to Jannard about Lil K trying to take him out. And he basically told Jannard, if you don't take out Lil K, you're next. So eventually Jannard ended up taking out Lil K, as we seen later on in the episode. He ended up strangling him. And then after he strangled him, he went to go pick up some drugs. He ended up doing heroin. The drug dealer asked him, did you want coke or heroin? This nigga said heroin. This how you know he down at the bottom of the barrel. It's bad for him now. He is done. He is done. So we can count him out. And I think we can also count Claudia out, because I think both of them are going to be gone this season. And the season is going to keep on continuing with Tommy, Diamond, and whoever else. It's just going to be more players in the game. It's just going to, you know, more barriers, more players, more, you know, team members. You know, it's just going to evolve, basically, with or without a certain person. So I'm not the type of person to be repeating stuff, but I did say in my last video that the Flynn family is going broke. Why would Walter rob Claudia of her jewelry and cash? They are going broke. They're trying to find a way to pay Dublin. And since the deal didn't go right with the government, you know, and they got basically the money that they put in, they got it. It basically got stolen after Victor shot the government dude. Like, they would never recover that money that Walter Flynn invested into that pill business. They would never recover it now. Now they have no money to pay Dublin. So I'm thinking this what might happen. Walter Flynn is going to use the money that he stole from Claudia and going to try to invest into CBI, and that's what is going to get Jannard back on his feet. So I'm actually hoping that will happen. That happens. But yeah, guys, it was a lot that went on in this episode, and it's just like, we don't know who's gonna win. It seems like Tommy is gonna be the winner, and everybody else is failing right now. Everybody else is like, they doing bad. Jannard, the Flynn family, they broke, struggling, trying to figure out how to make the next deal and bubble their money. You know, Claudia doing bad. She ain't got no business venture no more. Tommy put out the as they exposed in this episode, Walter Flynn put out that Tommy exposed the ingredients to Dahlia. That's what made her business fail. So now we know that Tommy put that out there. One more thing I want to discuss before I get up out of here, guys. I want to discuss the Miguel situation with Tommy and Diamond. I don't think he knows that Tommy and Diamond had anything to do with the setup, but eventually he probably will find out. You know, you never know, but Tommy overheard them talking about this, so I don't think he's gonna know that Tommy was the main person who was like going after them. But I don't know, guys. It's I think eventually Tommy will get to the cartel and he will make his play and really solidify his position there. But it's gonna be hard to get through Miguel. Miguel ain't playing. Miguel is freezing motherfuckers' hand, chopping them off. Like, this nigga is really going hard. But my overall take about this episode, I really think that Tommy is gonna take over eventually. That is what this spinoff is about. Tommy has that energy. He has that aura about him. He is that boss that, you know, people want to be when, you know, in an imaginary fairy tale, you know, he's that boss. But yeah, guys, that'll conclude my episode for today, my review for this episode. Don't forget, we have a giveaway at the end of the month. I will be giving away some money. I will be giving away some grillware, like different stuff that I get from the casino. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm gonna give it away because I don't use it.